Man, what's up? Good morning to y'all. I'm up at 'em early, getting this day started early, man. All the time. It don't ever stop. I continue to grind. I grind harder when people say negative shit to me. I grind harder when motherfuckers is gonna brush you off. I'ma grind even harder when I see that people don't have the same type of drive as me. I'm gonna grind even harder when people say that it can't get done. You know, it's a Mamba mentality. You know, as I start this off, go ahead and hit the like and hit the sub and hit the comment too, because what I'm about to talk about, boy, yeah, you're gonna feel it in your bones. And look, I don't care how you feel. You know, get your feelings out of here. Leave your feelings in the car when you enter in here, because believe you me, y'all really didn't have no feelings when Kobe had passed away. These fake media people, these, even the fanboys, all these people, talking about Kobe more than ever. They didn't love Kobe like that. There was a time when people didn't even want to talk about Kobe, much less show him on TV. That's the type of that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm speaking of right now. And it's so disgusting to me. Look, it's no secret that it's no secret that uh I like Jordan. Okay. That's no secret. am I am I such a fan to where I can't be objective about Jordan? Absolutely not. Because there's a lot of qualities that I couldn't stand about Michael Jordan. uh, and I'm not going to get into it because it's not about him. This is about Kobe. Listen, one of the things that I I had an admiration about Kobe about is that the people didn't know what type of person he truly was. You saw only just just a little piece of the pie. You didn't see what was really going on. And the thumbnail that I got is with him and his daughters sitting right there. Okay. Gigi. I got a daughter. I got two daughters. I got a biological daughter, and I have a stepdaughter. She's still my daughter regardless. He took time to do what it was necessary to try to lay the foundation for not only his wife, but also his daughter. A lot of people think that he was just all about just straight, basketball. I mean, yeah, on the court he was. But they asked Kobe, they asked him a while back, they said, what are you truly gonna do? After when you once retired. I think he was talking about it, and he was trying to figure out what he was gonna do. I'm talking about when he was young. Now I'm not talking about as he got older. Kobe had no problem transitioning, but the thing that I find odd is that it seemed like they wanted to celebrate him as as he was on his on as he was on the decline, but they hated him when he was at his peak, when he was at his absolute best. You know, I'll give a perfect example. Okay. Now look, we all know the story about him being in the All-Star game and him getting booed uh in Philly and everything. That and if you don't know the story, go look it up. I'm not gonna sit here and go through that whole storytelling thing because I don't want to get away from the point. But when he got booed, that was a situation because okay, he's coming into Philly, he's from Philly, but during that time it was AI. AI was running things over in the city of brotherly love. And that's how much that's how much uh, hate that they were willing to expound to this man. They were trying to say that he patterned his game after Jordan, which and he said that he watched all of the greats. Listen, I would have told him in a heartbeat. Hell yeah, people, man. Listen, it's silly for people to think that just because a player uh, copied off of another player that wasn't going on. Man, it was a copycat league. It was a copycat league, and Kobe wasn't the only one that patterned the game after Jordan. He wasn't the only one that did that. You know what? I'm gonna talk about it briefly and then move on. KG, KG patterned his game a little bit after Jordan. When you look at that fadeaway and the way that he did it, uh, a lot of people pattern their game after Jordan. Kobe wasn't the only one. Now Kobe took it to another level because of the position that he plays, same height, uh, you know, same like kind of mentality and everything, and he wanted to destroy him. You know, but during that time, people absolutely could not stand that. Listen, I don't need to sit here and go do my research or any of that stuff because I actually lived through that time. Most of y'all that get up on here and say they love Kobe and oh well, I remember this about Kobe and I remember that about Kobe. Most of y'all didn't even care about Kobe, you know. And I'm not talking about anybody that I chop it up, you know, in in the chat in the chat with. Let's not get that twisted. I'm talking about these people that get up on the TV. Some of them are loved ones. Some of them were loved ones. Now, listen, I know this is a touchy subject, but we got to dive into it because I was thinking to myself, I was looking at my daughter. I took my daughter out to go, go have some fun, go let her play some games and stuff like that. I was just thinking to myself, and the amount of Kobe mask because they still make you wear a mask um, at some of these places that you got to go to, regardless of if they listed a restriction or not. I was looking at all the Kobe shirts that people had on and stuff, and it was amazing. But when Kobe was alive, it wasn't like that. It truly wasn't like that. It truly wasn't like that. They wouldn't wear his shoes. I had his first pair of shoes. I had his first pair of shoes. His I'm talking about when he was with Adidas. I had his first pair of shoes, and people were like, "Man, what the hell is you wearing?" Because people, I gotta realize, he came out with a shoe um, even before he had got really great in the NBA. People were guys were jealous of Kobe because he made the All Star game so early. So we gotta stop. We gotta stop all this. Like, oh yeah, well, all this. No, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy that you once had for Kobe Bryant. Okay. Now, another thing that I strike odd too is his parents. Look, that's a touchy situation. That's a touchy situation, but it needs to be talked about. Everybody's up in here talking about the fact when he was at the Hall of Fame speech when Vanessa was up there, how she didn't seem real about it, and there were many questions about how come the parents weren't there and all this other stuff. Look, we know what the real was. You didn't like his parents, and their parents don't like you, you know. But it shouldn't even be about that. It shouldn't even be about that because this is about Kobe. You know, uh, I'm in awe about you know the lack of uh, support from the siblings, uh, the lack of support from the extended family. Look, if I'm a parent and or a grandparent, man, look, I'm gonna be man, you're gonna find me like really torn up by the situation. And to me, I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe from any of them. Vanessa, I get it from her, but she has to stand strong. Um, you know, being being a mother, I get that. But listen, the amount of pain when it comes to loss, whether it's a loss of um, a parent, whether it's a loss of, a husband, wife, sibling, uh, daughter, whatever, it's still a loss, you know. And it's sad that people do not want to give their flowers to you while you are alive. I was looking at Saved by the Bell one time, and it's an old show, you know, and it was a dude on there, man. His name was Zach Morris. For some of y'all that don't know, Saved by the Bell was about high school kids, okay? But pretty much, Zach, was dreaming that he had passed away, the main character, and while he was, dreaming, he had dreamed that he had died and went to a funeral, and then all of these girls they came in there and they were like, Well, one girl was like, "Yeah, I used to like. I had the biggest crush on Zach. I wish I had a chance to tell him that." And Zach was with the angel, and Zach was like, "Well, I'm here. But he was dead and everything." But pretty much what I'm saying is that, okay, why does it take somebody dying or somebody leaving this earth for you to absolutely love him? Uh, his sales in terms of his marketing, his shoes, his apparel, stuff like that went through the roof once he passed away. It went through the roof. And that was the same for DMX. I mean, that was the same for countless people that passed away. They want to go run and go get apparel. They want to run and go get shoes. They want to run and go get posters. They want to run and get pictures and all this other stuff, knowing damn well you didn't have none of that shit when he was alive. You didn't even much less want to look at Kobe play. I know people that used to sit up there in the house and say F Kobe. And people, we didn't take it, like, okay, we were finna go outside and fight, none of that other stuff. But, people had that kind of hate for him. People was calling him a fake Jordan, all this other stuff. And I was defending the man. That's the God's honest truth. I never hated on him. I, One of the reasons why I truly like Kobe though too, it had nothing to do with him on the court. It was off the court where I liked him. Shoot, I adopted his 666 workout. Okay. And I'm not ashamed to tell anybody. And I don't believe in that. Oh no, I'm gonna keep it to myself. All that. Nah, It's called the 666 workout, where you work out for 6 months, 6 days a week, and 6 months out of the year. He adopted that, and you do a combination of several different things, which includes you doing weight training, cardio, uh, calisthenics, and of course you basketball fundamentals. So look it up when you have time. For those of you that like to to work out. But my only thing is this, okay? Why sit up there and be fake about a guy that you really did not have no love for? Okay, I think about Willie D. Okay, shout out to Willie D. From the Ghetto Boys. Okay, when Bushwick Bill died, and he was a part of his group, they really didn't get along like that. They had always had friction. They were always butting heads, even to one point where it got they had heated exchange, and it got physical. And when Bushwick Big Bill had passed away, he didn't go to the funeral. He didn't go to the funeral. He didn't contact anybody. And people were asking him, "Well, why didn't you go? Why didn't you go to the funeral?" And he said, "Because why am I going to go to a funeral when I really didn't like him? When I really didn't have that type of relationship with him?" I respect that. I respect that. But you don't find that here with everybody else. You find them trying to uh, be fake and act like they love Kobe, which they didn't have no love for him. They didn't have any type of genuine, uh, heartfelt compassion for him. All they truly talk about is the situation that happened in Colorado and his shortcomings. Like stupid people. Yeah, I love Kobe, but he was inefficient. Man, what what the hell did that have to do? Can we celebrate his life in a good fashion? Listen, this dude was he lost endorsements. He lost some of his marketing, even when he was still playing good, despite the adversity that happened. Uh, People want to bring that stuff up. I applauded Kobe. I applauded Kobe. What's up, Jacob? I see you in here. Funky Town representing. You can hop in too, Jacob. We up in here. We chopping it up, brother. I'm gonna be on this thing all day. Shout out to Jacob Jennings, y'all. Jacob Jennings, man. I gotta be real about y'all with Jacob Jennings. Jacob Jennings is consistent with everybody in the LDBC. Even some people that's probably not in the LDBC. He always showing love. I respect Jacob Jennings, and not just the fact that he from Texas. He got real good basketball knowledge, and I wish he would get on the panel and cook some of them dudes that just like hearing they self talk all the time.
Morning, Polo.
What's up with it, Jacob? Up and at 'em early. How you feeling, brother?
Oh man, hey, look, slight hangoverish. I had too many colds last night after getting off work. So, shoot, trying to let these beers subside, like the song say.
Right.
Let
I
the
feel you.
feelings subside.
You're already getting started. Look at you. I was trying to take it slow, but look, Jacob already want to start, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, but look, when I be telling y'all about when I be posting them beer pictures, I don't, I be, them. I mean, I put them beer emojis in. Oh, I'm about that. Shoot. Hey, look, nigga, win or lose, I'm still gonna be drinking my beer ice cold.
Yeah. Shoot. Look, man, I know you got a lot to say about this. Um do you know what we cooking? You even know what we cooking on?
Something about Kobe.
Yeah, look, this is what I was saying, Jacob. Okay.
Hmm.
And it's no secret. I, a lot of people want to be fake now that Kobe's gone, but they didn't have no love for him. Um when he was here. They truly didn't have that amount of love that they hear. They didn't really give him his flowers. And now that he's gone, people want to sit up here and put on this act like they truly love Kobe. I'm talking about everybody, media, stars, probably some family members, all this other stuff. Now they want to try to sit here and show love when they didn't really have. Kobe didn't have their love and support, with the exception of when he was going on a decline. It was like he got more love from everybody else. So I was just pretty much saying, Jacob, that I was like, man, y'all need to get the fuck out of here. Y'all wanted Kobe gone. This is what y'all wanted. And I wanted to get people's take on that because I find it disgusting. And it was something that I was thinking about on the thumbnail. I got him and Gigi. I was thinking about it when I was with my daughter yesterday when I took her out, to the park and let her go play and stuff.
Hmm.
So
Um.
what's your take on it?
Well, you know, rest in peace. Uh, to the late great Kobe Bean Bryant and Gigi. My deepest condolences to Vanessa Bryant and the Bryant family. Um, beautiful family, beautiful family. His legacy will uh, continue to um, live on. And when I first saw Kobe and I saw Kobe's style of play, I thought this guy reminds me of the great Michael Jordan. Um, just his game, his will to win, his desire, the way Kobe spoke after games, and how he was critical of even of himself and been able to, uh, I didn't play well, and you just knew that he just had that tenacity of being able to uh, play with play against the other league's best. Not just he just had a ran through uh, career. Um, the guy was phenomenal. He showed that his athleticism. Um, a lot of people just hate the fact that Kobe's will to win and how he won. What he had to do, what didn't he have to do to be great. That he's an example of what greatness is because he learned from the best. He played against the best. When you learn from the best and play with the best, you had one of the greatest coaches of all time in your corner and played with one of the most uh, dominant big men in the league. I mean, man, you know what what can um what can we say about his career? Now his personal life, talking about Kobe. I mean, he's a man just like me and you. Uh, when even the whole the whole Colorado thing and all the stuff like that, guess what? Didn't pass no judgment. I still was rocking with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? You know, man. I mean, cause you know what? I didn't know the full story for me to be passing judgment anyway. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I thank God that his wife still stood by his side. You know what I'm saying? She didn't leave him. You know, they worked they problems and stuff out, just like marriage people do. You know, and Kobe still was a dominant player. After Even after that, he got back to basketball. Guess what? He got back to winning and got back on the winning track. And like I said, proved that he could win on his own. He could lead. He led the Lakers to two consecutive championships on his own without not having another major, you know what I'm saying, star player on his team. So if he did that by himself without leaving, then the whole Kobe talk, all this fake love stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought about what Rasheed Wallace say. People used to come up to me talking about, uh, hey, you remember me? Nah, shoot. If you didn't help me when it was me and my mama and my brother, shoot, I don't remember you.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So all these people with this fake love stuff, heck, man, look at it now. You know, man, look. If you don't see family and friends that come around on a regular basis, they talking about oh hey and this that. When somebody lose their life or whatever, and all of a sudden they want to come around, man, get out of here. They weren't coming around uh uh hitting Kobe up when you know what I'm saying, when he was alive. They hate the way that what that man was doing outside of basketball too. Outside of basketball, Kobe Bryant was making moves, man. They hated that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So,
Oh, you got it. Go ahead, bro.
oh no, no, I was just saying that's all I really had to say about that. But most definitely, man, come on, respect. Come on, come on, man, Kobe, bro, please, man. That's why I was telling Lou. I quit watching basketball really after Kobe. I was done.
Oh, oh, really?
Ain't nothing else to watch.
Wow. Yeah, I felt this. I felt the same way. once he retired, um, I was like, dang, because I felt like he was getting ready. He was the last of the dying breed.
Yeah.
Um, pretty much, that was like when, once Kobe retired, you know what I'm saying? It was like that era pretty much, was pretty gone. Like when you see the Paul Pierces and the KGs going and Ray Allen getting out of there and everything like that, I was like, oh Lord, we coming
Hmm.
up, we coming up to Kobe, and Lord behold, it did happen. But you see, you mentioned his wife, Jacob,
Uh-huh.
and I just I had to ask you something,
Hmm.
because and get your perspective on this. Listen, it's no secret that Vanessa did not get along with the Bryants, his parents. I'm talking about,
Hmm.
and even I think some of the family. Not too sure about that, but just pretty much the parents. Now they were coming out with stuff. When she was at the Hall of Fame speech. People were kind of looking at her, kind of funny because the parents weren't there, and everything. And see, that situation right there has been lingering for quite some time. Even at the point where, you know, people were wondering why they didn't even speak at the funeral and stuff like that. Man, talk to me a little bit about that, man, because and you could talk about the Kobe situation, whether you've seen it firsthand, because I know I done seen some shit like that firsthand. Let's just be honest. Somebody passed away, stuff like that. They still holding on to grudges that might have happened when that person gone. So tell me a little bit about that. That Vanessa Bryant and that whole situation. What you think? What you gather from that, man?
Well, just the little that I know that were about, like, say, Kobe's, you know, parents and his family, um, and Vanessa. I mean, I remember hearing some stuff, a long time ago about, I remember when Kobe first met Vanessa, and how, her parents were, you know, how they felt about Kobe talking to their daughter, at the time. You know, he wasn't a he wasn't a major star yet, but he was on the rise of becoming a major star. Because Vanessa Bryant was young, and I think once was she like 17, 18, something like that.
Yeah, she
She
was like
was
17.
Yeah. So I mean, um, there was stuff that I've heard about, Kobe not really helping his family. I heard stuff about Kobe not helping his family, and his and stuff about his wife controlled everything, stuff like that, man. But you know, hey, Kobe made his choice. He loved Vanessa, man. You know, uh, as far as like his family and stuff like that, I don't know as much as what uh, like certain media or what they, what's on the internet for the most part. But I do remember hearing some. Uh, Now I can't say it's true because I can't verify, or you know, I can't say that that was actually true. What I read or what I heard of, that was talked about as far as Kobe and his parents. But that's the only thing that I
Mm.
really uh, that I can really like uh, go with, as far as there were some issues with the sisters, and uh, like say the parents, heard that he kind of did something, saying that he didn't take care of them, or uh, you know, like I said, that's all I really That's all I really can go on. I mean, but like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, I believe that Kobe took care of his family. Now I don't know how he did. I don't know what money he invested in. I don't know what if he had, say, some type of will arrangement, and and uh, we can't say we don't know what his wife actually did in the process, for as you know, continuing to look after the family or his parents and stuff while they live, while they still here and stuff like that. Because you know, he left before them. Um, and then I was also, like recently, because the mama, Vanessa Bryant mama, was talking about Kobe said that she was gonna take care of me. You know what I'm saying? And well, he been taking care of you, Mama Bryant. You know,
Right,
Mama
right.
Bryant, you been taken care of the day that man start being with your daughter. Cause if he was just the average Negro like me, maybe you uh probably wouldn't. I don't know if it would even reach the marriage. Cause your parents probably would have talked you out of. I mean, would have found some way to run you off. They didn't run that man off. Shoot. When they looked at what this Negro bring to the table, oh man, shoot,
What,
he gonna make enough
Jacob?
to take care of all of us.
I got to stop you there, man. Hey, there's one thing that you saying. Let me cut in just 1 second. Hey, man, we not average, bro. We kings, man. Come on now,
Well, I
we
don't
kings.
mean, but you, but now you right. I mean, you right. But what I'm saying
I'll
is,
joking with you, man.
they looking at, but that's how. But you know what? And now I don't know what her family background is, and I don't know if her parents were wealthy people, because some people have some generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Not like Queen Elizabeth status, but yeah, we are kings. You're right. Uh, we are kings, and at the end of the day, but uh, you know, I just as far as like I said, as far as Kobe's personal life, man, I've always respected him as a father, and he loved his children, man. He loved his wife, and I truly believe he took care of his uh his parents. I don't, I can't see why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, if I had a crazy brother that had a problem, man, look, I'm still gonna take care of my crazy brother. Me and my oldest brother, we don't see eye to eye. Right there. My oldest brother is in Japan. He been in Japan for 20 some odd years. Me and him,
Oh
we've
man.
been we've been beefing. I've been beefing with my own blood, bro. But I don't hate him.
Right, right, right. What I mean, if what was it over something big, or was it like just a little something that could have?
Uh, you remember when I was sick, man? I don't know if you remember when I had the COVID.
Nah, I didn't know. I think I wasn't too sure. I wasn't. I know somebody had a lung problem, but there's somebody that's talking about that. I think LB was, but you got sick, brother.
Yeah, cause I used to kind of tune in, man. Man. Look, when I say you used to come, you would be the probably one of the first two on Ticket live stream
Always.
in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Coming in
Uh
cooking. You know what I'm saying? Defending Russ, right? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you the only one. You the only one. You the only one who defend Russ. I don't understand how people talk about Russ. Shoot,
huh.
Russell Westbrook just a coach. He's just a coach away from a championship, in my
Mm,
opinion.
right,
He's just a coach away. He ain't no his game away. No, he's just a coach away. The man passed an all-time great. Can't take that away from him.
right.
So, but yeah, he was always in there cooking. I just wasn't. I just didn't say anything because I just didn't really feel like listening. I didn't really feel like. I just like I said, I had that COVID, man. I was so tired and I was just real agitated, and I but But I heard Ticket had he might have mentioned it maybe like once or twice because I had to hit Ticket up on his IG, let him
Mm,
know what was the deal with me and stuff like that. And I just remember coming back and when I finally kind of was feeling better to come in and stream and kind of like tune in and listen. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate some. I appreciate uh, a lot of the guys that was praying for me and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I truly I truly had a lot of respect for that. But my for my brother, man, he was trying to put me out my house.
right.
He was like, "Oh man, you can't be there, man." And I was like, "Dude, what you mean?" I said, "I ain't going nowhere. You know, I got to deal with the virus as it is."
Mm,
And you know, he kept constantly trying to put me put me out. It's like my mom was here, my sister was here, my niece was here. He kept trying to like, man, get you isolated and stuff like that. I'm like, man, shit, I've already been here now. Because I mean, ain't no point of really like there really was no point in me leaving. So we fell out. We fell out over that, and I'm like, man, at the same time, while I was feeling sick, I was having plumbing issues. I was trying to fix some stuff. While I'm partially not feeling well. And my dad tried to get involved. Well, you and your brother, y'all gotta work it out, and maybe he can help you because I mean, my brother, he has money, but I was like, nah, I don't need his number. I don't, you know, I told him about the issue, that I was having, and I needed some money, in that case. But I was like, man, you know what? Shoot, I'm a grown man. I'm getting my money legally. You know what I'm saying? I'm working just like him. Uh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it my way because when I needed some money and I told him, say, hey, unless you go and send me 2 grand so I can get this problem fixed, so be it. Other than that, I had to cut him off. You know,
right, right,
and
right.
so I mean, like I said, I don't know. That could have been their situation too. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that his family was just probably super in need of money, and they probably,
I believe
like,
it. I
yeah.
think so. I
Uh,
think so. I definitely think so, Jacob.
mm-hmm.
Because you got to think about it, and not to cut you off, but let me just say this real quick. When when they step, see, look, uh I had a cousin, and he was playing, and the amount of people that was reaching and grabbing at him and stuff, when he had made it and stuff like that, it was ridiculous. And then, he went through a down point, Jacob. Them people weren't around. Like the same people that were, constantly at, because he would tell me about it. He would be like, "Man, yeah, she hit me up for like," and Jacob, it wasn't no $50 here, $50. We're not talking about that. These people talking about G's, and
Wow.
I need you to pay, this type stuff like pay a year rent for me and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Can you set us up for the school year for my kids, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To
Mm-hmm.
to where when he hit a hard point in life. Nobody was reaching, and the same people that was out there with their hand out and stuff like that. Oh, they see that he doesn't have the money like he once used to, or he doesn't have the ride, or all this other stuff. Then it's the situation, and the way that they feel is completely different, especially when there's no materialism involved. And shout out to Hitman X too, Funky Town in the building today.
Salute, Hitman. Funky time, baby. Mr. Phoenix in the building. I see you.
Oh yeah, he already getting ready. He getting ready for that game today. But yeah, Jacob, I believe so. I believe that they were doing stuff like that to Kobe, family members and everything. Because
Hmm.
what I find odd too, though, Jacob, too. I think somebody had mentioned this. I think it was on, maybe it was on LB stream. Shout out to LB too. Um, I I think I don't. You didn't really hear from the siblings since he's been
Yeah,
gone.
that's what I'm
Much less
saying.
the parents.
You think they? Let me ask you this, Polo. Do you think that they were told to remain like uh private or something like that? Just for uh, you know, maybe like from a legal standpoint, it's better to keep y'all personal or social, say like somewhat like social media. Um, how like we on social media and you keeping your thoughts and comments and stuff more just among the family.
Absolutely. I think that, because, you got a lot of people that coach during this type of time, and counsel. They go to like counseling. Now, they're not going to tell you this. And shout out to Goat Mike. If you haven't subscribed to Goat Mike, go check out his page. Goat Mike, Lakers fan. Goat Mike grinding, man. That is a young brother. He definitely is on his grind, and he knows his basketball too. And he's a diehard Lakers fan, and he loves him some Kobe. So,
Salute,
shout
go
out
Mike.
yeah, shout out to Go Mike. But listen, let's just put it like this, okay?
Hmm.
Let's break this down, okay? And let's slice it through the middle.
Right.
Listen, when somebody passes away,
Hmm.
um, okay, like for us, like when my grandmother had passed away, I'm gonna be real with you. My mom was at odds with uh one of her sisters. She was at odd, and so the odds became to where it was kind of deep, where everybody was kind of bumping heads, and they lived in another they lived in another area, so they hadn't seen each other in a long time and stuff, and so Jacob, and I hate to touch on this because it's a sensitive situation for some people, but we have to
Hmm.
be real about it.
Hmm.
When it happened, we had to have people in there to kind of counsel us and uh because there was disagreements on who was going to get this and who was going to get that and stuff like that, and people had to really get in there and get in between people and stuff like that because it was an emotional time. And I say that just because they probably had people counseling them, because I mean the situation was, Jacob, is that their family didn't like the fact that Kobe was with Vanessa because of her not being black.
Hmm.
That's what it is. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Kobe had met Vanessa at a video shoot. I think
Hmm.
Snoop. It was on the Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. Said she was a video. I ain't gonna call her no vixen, but she
Hmm.
was a dancer in the video or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it could have been a combination of the type of woman that he had met at the time. It could have been because of
Hmm.
her race or whatever, and it could have been because they thought that she was clinging on to him just because they saw she saw that he got the bag.
Hmm.
But I definitely do think that, yes, people were sitting there and they were, counseling and stuff like that. It's just like the situation when you talk about you and your brother,
Hmm.
Jacob. That's real talk. People won't talk to each other for years and years at a time. But let something happen to one of you. I bet you you'll be on a flight. I bet you
Right.
your brother be on a flight. Let somebody mess with you or fuck over
Right.
you. I bet
Well,
you your brother be on a flight. At least I think so. Go ahead.
we recently spoke, Polo, uh, because my mother had just been released from rehab from, you know what I'm saying, her dealing with diabetes and stuff like that.
Right, right,
And,
right.
you know,
Congratulations,
but
bro.
yeah, man, because, you know, I didn't know how long T Jones gonna be up in there, man. And, you know, she was dealing with that for several weeks. And glad she walking around. She ain't woke yet. I'm trying to see if she wants some breakfast, but you know, whatever. I forgot she probably can't eat like she won't, like she used to, because it's probably what partially put her in the situation that she was in. But when he called, he's like, "Hey, mom home? No, she's not here yet. She's still up at the rehab center." So we did kind of speak then. I mean, he asked then, but we didn't discuss nothing. But uh, he know how to reach me. He called me. I just didn't talk to him through social media because, like I said, um, uh, we just, you know, like I said, me and my brother, but we've been kind of at odds for the last couple of years, man. Because
Right,
you know, just you know, I was like, that's what I was telling that's why my daddy was trying to be a peacemaker. I'm like, man, I, I mean, I appreciate you, pops, for trying, but man, sometimes, man, your son, my brother, he think he's the he think he's the he think he's you know he's the know it all on certain things, and I stay away from him for that because his pride. It's his pride. When his pride when his pride gets beside himself, I stay away from that. And I mean, but like I said, you know, I don't hate my brother. Like I got a cousin who don't believe in and believe in God. I stay
right,
away from that. But I don't hate him.
right, right, right.
I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I just hey, you know, the the Most High tell me to shut up when I'm talking to him. Quit trying to convince him. He 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 don't want to know me. That's fine. He ain't got you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to take spiritual uh uh chastisement from him for me trying to convince him. You know what I'm saying? And I end up getting the whooping at the end. Don't burn your mental circuits out for for you know you know what I'm saying because he don't want to believe. Oh, salute to you, dope Mike. I appreciate you, homie. Um, but yeah, man. So you know, like I said, it's no hate. It's you know, you can love somebody at a distance.
Yeah, and see, to be honest with you, Jacob,
Mhm.
I think that people love to see a good show. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
People love to see people tear each other down. Just like I was telling
Mhm.
Hitman X, what we were chopping it up yesterday, and he was telling me, that he had disagreements, with someone, and the amount of people that flooded into his channel after he had disagreements, it was like they were encouraging him to continue to butt heads with that person, or um, there'll be two guys maybe on YouTube, that might not get along and stuff, and they brothers. They you know they just have a difference of opinion, but people want to sit there and make it more than what it is, and people glorify that type of stuff. Uh, what your father did though, um, is rare, and I respect that because I think Hitman had said that. I think me and T Price, a shout out to T Price too. We're seen as like mediators and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
it's listen, if you're gonna, I put it like this: if you're gonna handle something, Jacob, man,
Mm-hmm.
like I told everybody, just go ahead, handle it, and move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you linger it and it continues goes on, and then next thing you know, something happens and stuff like that to somebody. Then next thing you know, you want to climb in the casket when that person dead. You know, you seen it at funerals that
Mm-hmm.
you know somebody want to try to jump in the casket and y'all sit there screaming and yelling and stuff like that.
Like
And I'm
on Best Man Holiday.
like, yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no.
You know, it's like, man, you should have
Food
did
Fred
all
was
that.
already in the
You should
grave.
have did all that hooping and hollering, man, when they was alive,
He's like, no, please don't go. No,
man.
please don't go.
But you know, it be comical and it be in movies, but that type of shit really be happening. Like you know, death. I think it was death at a funeral
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Yeah,
But
but that's only at that's only at black funerals, man. Black funerals, we the only ones that's trying to go up in there.
yeah, you gotta
Listen, we
pull,
black
you gotta pull them. They be like, no, get off of me.
black folk, black folk. Look, black folk, we the scariest people to a certain extent. Especially when it come
Uh,
around dealing with we lose somebody. We want to go in there by ourselves. Go, we don't like going. We go to a funeral home. No, black folk don't like really going to funeral home.
right,
We'll go to the church. Oh Lord, when they're at church, they go to the church, but they go to the funeral home. They don't want to go there.
right. They don't want to go to the way. You know, some people won't even go to the service. But see, you know, I was when you had chimed in, though, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the situation. You know the Ghetto Boys, Willie D, right?
Mm-hmm. Willie
Yeah,
D,
yeah. Shout out to
Bushwick,
Willie.
and Scarface. Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to Willie D, man. If you're not subscribed to Willie D, sub to his channel, man. He got a really dope channel. But see, Willie D
check
had,
them out.
yeah, he touched on something. Yeah, and he rep for Texas, of course. You know what I'm saying, H Town. But
Right.
look, thing about it though, Willie D, he had touched on something that I think was, you know, put everything in its proper perspective that I was just talking about. He was talking about the fact that when him and, you know, Bushwick Bill, because, you know, Bushwick Bill passed away, RIP to him. He didn't get along with Bushwick Bill like that. Even at one point, they were at odds where they got into it, you know, physically and stuff, right? And he said that, you know, I think Vlad had asked him if he had went to the funeral, and he said no. I didn't go to the funeral, and we didn't get along like that, you know. And to me, I, to be honest with you, I respect that, you know, Jacob, because
Mm-hmm.
why sit there and be fake and and show fake love when you know, okay, you really didn't. It's not like you hate the guy. It's just that y'all didn't really get along and y'all didn't have that type of relationship with that. And I wanted to get your take on that, man. What you think about that, man? About how Willie D approached that situation.
Well, as long as Willie D didn't do what Big Red did, Eleanor, if it's anything that you need,
Right.
you better get out of this church.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
As
Fire
long as he
Heartbeat.
didn't do that, hey,
Yeah.
you're right. I agree. I respect that because they had, and you know what? I I didn't know. I did not know that they had, you know, uh, beef with each other like that. Because
Oh
you
yeah.
know, man, I don't really be, you don't really be hearing stuff about artists and groups and stuff until like 10, 15 years later. Man, you look, you gonna be amazed. I didn't know this about Jermaine Jackson and Randy Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Man, they had the same woman.
Oh wow.
Man, they actually had the same woman. And I was like, whoa, it was like, man, it's
What
like kind of
I
crazy
think
situation. But
what
yeah.
wasn't that on the movie on American Dream? Didn't they put that in the movie?
You know what? I don't know. I follow a woman's channel, this woman's channel, and she was doing a story about it.
Uh-huh.
That's all she do. She covers celebrities and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
she was talking about Jermaine Jackson married um Randy Jackson, his uh ex-wife or something like that or whatnot. And I'm not sure. I think they had kids or whatnot. I'm thinking like, oh man, you talking about ain't no telling. Everybody used to talk about it was Michael against his family,
Right.
but man, shoot, I think it was more beef between, um, you know, it was more beef between, shoot, the Jacksons within the brothers themselves. Shoot, when you hear something like that, I'm thinking like, whoa, man, now that's some drama. Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You popping your brothers. Oh, XO lady, yo, man, nah, bro, nah. I mean, damn, man, both of y'all. I mean, look, now, look, with my biblical beliefs, you know, that's technically adultery. Whether you don't believe it or look at it, we're just because the situation looks shady. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Same woman. So, um, but Willie D, I agree with you because he would have been fake, coming in there, what I'm saying, would have been like how Big Red was, oh, I had, oh, I'm so sorry. When deep down inside, he probably, man, man, nigga, piece of shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I ain't saying
Right.
that what Willie D saying, but
Mm-hmm.
man, me and that nigga had an argument about 6 months ago before he passed away or something like that. Come on, man, that's too fresh.
Right. Yeah, yeah, and look, I'm just like this, Jacob. Why be fake? And that's my thing about Kobe. You know,
Mhm.
you know, if you didn't like Kobe and you really didn't get along with him like that and stuff, why are you gonna sit there and try to be fake and try to show that dude fake love now? Why when he's on the decline, why are you gonna sit there and try to be friendly with him? Oh, I know why. Because now that he's getting ready to exit and get up out of here and stuff, y'all want to see him. Y'all don't. Y'all. It's like y'all praying for his downfall, pretty much. And I'm like this. I'm like, to the people that sit there and was being negative towards him when he was at his peak with the whole Colorado situation and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. And see, this is what also pisses me off too, Jacob. They want to dig up hash up old stuff even when he's on. They want to talk about, the Colorado thing, his shortcomings and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, listen, when that happened to Kobe, um, Jacob,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm like, dang, Kobe made me feel good because he he's a human being, much like
Yeah.
when what's his name when Slick Willie got caught up in office, Bill Clinton. I'm
Mhm.
like, dang, he an actual human being, but that's a whole nother subject because Bill Clinton, man, he got a son that he ain't even taking care of. That's black. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's that's a whole nother story. But
Who Bill?
yeah,
My Bill?
yeah, he got his son. He got a son that's half black, but he don't talk about him though.
Ah,
He,
dog it.
he
I always. I mean, man, I thought about money talk with Victor Moan. How you get Lola Falana? What's his
right,
name?
right, right,
How
right. Yeah.
how you get that? Only a black man worry about how you get that, brother.
What's up, Goat?
What's good? What's good, Paul? I had to chime in for a little bit before I hit in this work job. I had to chime in on here. I seen Kobe
Morning, though,
Bryant in
Mike.
town. I was like, "What's good, man?" Salute to the what's your name? The guy next to you, Polo.
Jacob.
It's Jacob
Oh, Jay. Oh,
Daniels,
oh, oh,
man.
that's Jacob. Okay, okay. Jacob Jennings. I mean, D Money was going off yesterday, but yeah, man, the series ain't over. It's only
No,
one
it's not.
game. You can't really
Yeah.
can't get too hype on one game. But back to Kobe, man.
Hmm.
As Kobe was a straight dog, man. When dudes hate on Kobe, man, I literally banned the dude from the chat, bro, because of Kobe, nigga. I like you can like LeBron, you can like KD, all these guys, but you gotta give these guys their flowers, man. You can't be hating on people because you don't like them or you think somebody's better than them or whatever it is.
Nah,
Kobe
what
Bryant,
this
I'm a
is
big time fan of Kobe.
what this is about, Goat, is people showing that that fake love for
Mm-hmm.
Kobe when they really didn't have that amount of love when he was alive. For instance, Goat, you got a lot of people that they sit up there and they hate, and they say this and they say that about you, knowing damn well that you more talented than them now, knowing that you the best. And then once you start to decline or even meet your demise or meet your maker, them people celebrate. So I wanted to get your take on that because we're getting a lot of fake love with Kobe when they really, some of them people really didn't have no love for Kobe. What you think about that, bro?
My thing is with that, man. Like those kind of people are the kind of people that like if I were to see them in person, I'd probably beat the heck out of these type of people. Like I don't like fake people. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people that try to show people fake love. Like oh, I like you because he passed away. It's just some bullshit. That just shows you that just shows you two things. Either they hate Kobe or they didn't watch Kobe. But show somebody fake love. Like I've seen people buying Kobe. I've seen people buying Kobe Bryant shoes just to sell them and make money off of it. That's some bullshit right there. But people just hate Kobe. That's all it is. Kobe Bryant got a whole bunch of haters. People like Lamont. Lamont hate Kobe Bryant to the core. Say he's not even top 10. He's not even top 15. But it's all good. A lot of folks hate Kobe Bryant. But I'll tell you what. If I ever see them in person, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on and popping. Just know. You don't gotta have on your you don't gotta have it in your top 10, but you ain't gotta disrespect the man. So he was inefficient or he was this or that. But everybody forgets when you play defense, every possession, your legs are not there. So it's hard to drop 30 every night when you're playing elite defense on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Kobe Bryant was out there not defending and not scoring. If he's not hitting shots, he's at least playing defense. And everybody said, "Oh, Kobe Bryant shot 3 of this and 3 of that, and 2 of this and 2 of that." But that everybody forgets it's hard to do both because when you watch, I'm sorry to change the topic, but even Kawhi Leonard, you're seeing a decline in Kawhi. Kawhi's still getting you 30, but his defense has dropped off. It's hard to do both. And everybody's like, "Oh well, Kobe Bryant, he's a bum. Oh, he's this. Oh, he just took over the team for Shaq. Oh, he didn't want to about Shaq." Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. There was times in the game where Shaq was fucking up. So the ball should have went to Kobe Bryant. Kobe and Shaq, they probably could have shared the ball a little bit better. But if you give me two options with the basketball, I'm gonna go to Kobe Bryant first. If Kobe ain't got a shot, then I'm going to Shaq. Because sometimes Shaq would either get an offensive foul, or he would travel, or he would do something crazy. So sometimes it was in game. I think it was in game 6 or 7, right? It was the Lakers and the Pacers. I don't know what year that was. It was a long time ago. It was Lakers and the Pacers. Shaq got in foul trouble. Kobe Bryant took over the game with Shaq on the bench. Now imagine if
That
Kobe
was in
Bryant wasn't on that
2000.
team. Right. That was long. That was long time ago. I was really young at that point. But everybody's saying, "Oh, Kobe Bryant is a shot jacker. He's this, he's that." But everybody forgets he had Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, DJ Banger,
No,
Karolinko. But come on, man. It's like why'd you
90,
not jack up
99,
shots?
99, 2000. Go. My bad. Go ahead.
You get Paul. I'm just saying, like dudes act like he had stars on his team, and he was jacking up shots. I can understand if he had Ray Allen and some good shooters, but Kobe Bryant had bums. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this right now. If LeBron had Smush Parker and Kwame Brown for a half his career, I guarantee you, LeBron would say, "You know what? Fuck these niggas. I'm shooting my damn self. Why not shoot 40, 50 times? You got bums on your team." You know what I'm saying? it's hard to have confidence in your teammates when they're not hitting shots. If guys aren't hitting shots, why should I pass you the ball just to watch you go over 5, over 6, over 7, over 9? Like, no, I did it on my own will. You know what I'm saying? So Phil Jackson was wrong to tell Clay Bryant he needed to pass the ball to Kwame Brown. It was stupid as hell. All the fans, everybody told Clay Bryant he should stop shooting and pass to these bums. That was just dumb. Because if you notice, once Clay Bryant stopped shooting, they lost. It was up 3-1 with Clay Bryant shooting the ball. Once he stopped shooting, the game was over. So I don't care. I don't care if Clay Bryant was efficient. You know, everybody be hating on, oh, Clay Bryant's a bum. He this, he that. But I'm gonna say it again. I know I keep saying shit over and over. It sounds repetitive at this point. I'm just saying it's hard to play elite defense and drop 30. Look at Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard dropping 30 bombs, but guess what? His defense is way off. So Kawhi Leonard has to choose. Kawhi is like in Kobe Bryant's shoes. Do I play more defense, or does go ahead and get 30? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to do both. If you ask any NBA player today's day to do both, it's going to be virtually impossible. If you ask LeBron right now to do both, he can't do it. Either LeBron's going to give you 30, 10, and 10, or I'm playing elite defense. LeBron can't give you both at the same time. KD can't play elite defense and give you 30 at the same time. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, you give me anybody elite. Nobody can do that. So if anybody tell you that Kobe Bryant was inefficient, that's why. Because he was trying to lock up the best player on the other team. You watch Kobe Bryant, he always guarded Kyrie Irving. He guarded James Harden one-on-one. He guarded Allen Iverson, Melos. I forgot who else he guarded. He guarded the I forgot who was on that Pacers team. It was so long ago. He guarded Jason Kidd. He always guarded the best player on the other team. So that's why I give Kobe Bryant so much credit. Even though he was inefficient, because when you play defense, you're gonna be inefficient. How many players you know is gonna try to play defense and try to get you 30 at the same time? Everybody ain't trying to do that. A lot of guys try to give you 30, 10, and 10, and they forget about defense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, when they miss shots, they don't play D. I play with dudes whose mindset is, if I can't score, I can't defend. Basketball ain't just one side of the basketball. It's just one thing. In basketball, if you're not scoring, you can defend, you can rebound, you can play make, you can set screens, you can do the small things to help your team win. You see what I'm saying? I played basketball for 20 years straight, and everybody told me, oh, you're a bum, you ain't no scorer. I said, look, I ain't the biggest scorer, but I'm gonna do the other things on the court. Be a instigator, be a screen setter, whatever I gotta do. Screen set, rebound, defend, bark at niggas, you know? I ain't gotta just go out there and get 25. I don't care about that. I care about my team winning. I can have 10 points, but if I got 7 steals, 4 blocks, now I ain't saying Kobe Bryant averaged all this stuff. I ain't saying he had 30 steals, I ain't 30 blocks. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying the effort, man. A lot of guys, when they don't score, they don't do nothing else. Steph Curry, if Steph Curry ain't hitting 3, what is he doing? Nothing. And it showed against Memphis. Against Memphis in the fourth quarter, Steph Curry wasn't hitting shots. Why couldn't Steph Curry check Ja Morant and shut him down one-on-one? Ja Morant cooked that nigga all night long. If they had been Kobe Bryant or MJ, they would say, you know what, fuck this shit. If I ain't gonna score, you ain't scoring shit either. And that I see why Polo say this era is soft, because of the mentality of these players. And I'm starting to lean towards Polo on what he's saying, and that's big fat because just because he players crying about fouls and whistles and all this stuff, and players gonna have a mindset of, if I ain't scoring, you ain't scoring. Back in that era, that's mentality. You know what I'm saying? Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, all these dudes back then was like, if I ain't scoring this bucket, you ain't scoring this shit either. And that's the mentality in today's era that's not there. Nobody has that mentality, you know. So I give Kobe Bryant more credit than anybody in today's league for the fact Kobe Bryant said, you know what, if I ain't scoring shit, I'm gonna lock your ass up. I'm gonna set screen. I'm gonna get boards. I'm gonna get 16 rebounds. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win the game. Even if I lose, at least I gave it all on the hardwood. You know what I'm saying? These players today's day, they don't do that shit. When they ain't scoring, they ain't doing shit else. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, man, these players ain't nowhere near the guys of Kobe, MJ, Magic, Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing, sometimes he was on and off. Karl Malone, the John Stockton, the Charles Barkley, the Hakeem Olajuwon, Dave Robinson, Tim Duncan, the George Gervin, the Dr. J's, the Kareem, the Magic, James Worthy, man. You go down the list, man. The Cooper, the Horace Grants, the Scottie Pippins, man, the Steve Kerr that said, you know what? If I ain't hitting this three ball, I'm lock somebody up. Tony Kukoc said, oh, okay, if I ain't hitting threes, I'm gonna play defense. Dennis Rodman, the Isaiah Thomas, the Joe Dumars. You see, I ain't even an old head like that. I was born in the late '90s, so you be surprised when I know about basketball. But that just shows you that today's era is just different, man. It's just built different. These guys have a soft mentality for as playing at an aggressive level. If you're gonna stop me from scoring, I'm so stopping you. That's how it works. These players they don't have a tough grit mentality because I'll be damn if a MJ goes 3 for 15 and he allows somebody to get 30 on him. I doubt that highly. Look at I'm gonna say a few more things real quick. I seen Carmelo. Carmelo won the MVP. MJ said, you know what? You want MVP over me? Okay, watch this shit. I'm gonna lock your ass. I ain't gonna lock you up, but I'm gonna beat you up, and I'm gonna beat you at the end of this game and win this championship. You know what I'm saying? And MJ got that big steal behind the back of Carmelo. Made his ass look stupid. And everybody can say, "Oh, Carmelo, the best player, Carmelo, the best." You see, MJ shut up Carmelo real fast. Then Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley won the MVP. MJ said, "Who won it? Okay, watch this. Lock your ass up, get this championship." So that's how the guy mentality back then was. Even Larry Bird. Larry Bird was like, "Oh, who's the best player in the league? MJ. Okay, watch this." You know what I'm saying? So those players back
And,
then,
and,
their whole
and
mentality was, whatever you can do, I can do better.
and go, you bring. Hey, listen, I'm glad you brought that up. And Jacob, listen. See, see with James Harden, that's one of the problems that I had with James Harden. Is because remember when Steph Curry had won the MVP and he was sitting there crying about it and I should have got MVP and stuff like that. That's what that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go out and you're supposed to go ahead and prove them wrong. That the greatest in the game, in some people's opinion, went ahead and did that. He had showed people. He said, you know what? Okay, Barkley was the MVP. Let me go ahead and get a Finals MVP and show you to put the icing on the cake, and who's going to seal the deal when it really matters. But see, I don't respect players like that today. You see, Giannis ain't worried about being no two-time MVP. He's worried about trying to get to that next level, trying to be in that championship. So that's what it's about, man. You got to prove him wrong. So that was some excellent points. You right on the money, go. What's up with it, young?
What up? What up, everybody? What a
How
salute.
you feeling? You sounding like you just woke up, nigga. Come on, we all up in this bitch now, man. We talking about the fake love for Kobe, man. What you got on it?
I mean, when he died, it's like he get more hate than love, you know. And seeing that they showing fake love like a snake move, I feel like that's disrespectful. It's disrespectful because whoever watching him, whoever like I said, because like I said on the LB chat poll, it was like all of us know who aspire by Kobe and who watch him and became a fan of him. When someone like that is gone, us fans, we have to keep his legacy going. We can't let nobody disrespect it or deteriorate his legacy. We gotta let them know what he done on the court and off the court, and we gotta protect that. And seeing the fake love around everybody. That just showed us what kind of person you are. That's how we show us kind of person what Nick Wright is. Show what kind of person with Shannon Sharp is. Because stuff like this is like very disrespectful to the man, and it was very wrong. Like like I said, we gotta keep his legacy going, keep it forever. The day ones who've been watching him, old guys who've been watching him since high school. Some of us who's watching mid 2000s, and depth, and we also and this is like fake love is just that keep the same energy, keep the same energy you said when you was dead, or keep the same energy while he was in this earth, while he was alive. And now you want to switch up your energy, you want to feel love, but last I know, you rate them 75 on ESPN. You said these players, these new generation players is better than him, but now you want to show your love. Now you want to say he this and that while he was gone. Tells me right there.
That's facts. That's big facts. And you know what me and Jacob was just touching on, young. When people, have disagreements, and it's no secret, young, that him and his family. I'm talking about his parents. Uh, with the Vanessa Bryant situation and that whole situation right there, they were at odds for many years and stuff. And people wondered, young, why his parents didn't speak at the funeral, and people, there was a lot of questions about that. There were people wondering why they didn't come to the Hall of Fame speech, and just all this stuff, and how come the siblings ain't getting involved and talking about him and stuff like that. And see, that's what I was thinking about yesterday when I was with my daughter, because Young and Jacob Jennings, I took my daughter to Chuck E. Cheese, and the amount of people that were in there, Young and Jacob Jennings, that had Kobe mask, Kobe Bryant shirt, stuff like that. And that's why I made this video. I'm like, I wonder how many people really truly love Kobe or even knew Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when I talked to Jacob, somebody like Jacob Jennings, I could tell that he knows Kobe because of, he's giving me prime example. When I talk to Young, he knows Kobe because of this and that or whatever. So are you wearing the Kobe stuff just because it's a fad and you want to show fake love, or did you really truly love that man? Because when he was alive, y'all didn't really have no love for him, but people were at odds, young, and I wanted to get y'all's feel on that. And Jacob, you could get on it too. Do y'all really feel like, what I'm saying, the family should have stepped up more, and should have been like, look, man, we love this man, stuff like that, or should you just, should they just be like, you know what, just keep it like it was, like Young just said, keep the same energy.
Uh, I feel like they should talk. The parents and Vanessa. No, I feel like they no Vanessa cool with the sister. She cool with the sisters. Um, but I feel like the parents should have talked to them. Should have talked to her. I think after Kobe's death, I think they should have just talked it out. And but no, that's what no. I thought no, but seeing no, I know about the situation. They wanted him to date, date a black female, and then he started dating Vanessa, and they didn't like the marriage, and that was it was 2001. That was very a sad year for Kobe. Even though he won the NBA championship, he feels like you look at some pictures, you see him holding championship, feel sorrow because he was hurt. Because he was hurt that his parents didn't approve the marriage of his wife, and the wife Vanessa, and there is some it's something like that. There is some of that in marriage. You're gonna there's gonna be some of your family members not gonna approve your relationship with your wife or girlfriend. It's gonna be like that, and that's how life is. And to me, seeing them not saying nothing, I just kind of feel like, it's like y'all still at odds at each other. Like your son died, and I understand that your son died, but y'all got to talk to her because she just lost her husband and a daughter. You just lost your son and your granddaughter. So I think both. I think I think this need to be privately and talk to each other and have a conversation. So this could be let out and let go, and started focusing on what's next. To keep his son, Kobe and Gianna legacy going, so they won't be, so they will be remembered. I think that should happen.
Yeah, I agree with you, as young man. And 'cause when you said privately, and that could be the deal breaker, man.
not really speaking to each other, uh, privately together. You would think, hey, you have an issue, a problem, we should be able to sit down and talk about it. You know, does that mean that everything will be changed and we finally be a happy family? I think it'd be more, everybody will have more of a better understanding of how each other feel. That I don't think they don't. They probably don't. That's the case. And then who knows? Like I said, social media, man. Being able to talk about how you really feel and it gets out to social media world. First thing people start saying, "Oh, the Bryant's family," or are at each other. You know, 'Cause that's just right now what you say. You got to be careful who you saying around. You got folks that come around you just to record, uh, what you talk about. Putting your personal business out there.
Right, for
Yeah,
likes,
some,
for likes.
yeah, causing beef and the strife, between the family like that. Uh, you don't want to see that, but in reality, it do happen. It do happen. It ain't supposed to be. It really ain't supposed to be that way. It ain't supposed to be that
Because I'm getting ready to go ahead and just shut it down in just a couple, but I'm gonna get y'all last takes right now. But I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let y'all go, and then we'll end like that. Look, even when people were hating on him, Young and Jacob, listen, they would go to them and ask every player in the NBA who was the best player in the NBA during that time, and they wouldn't even hesitate, and they would say Kobe Bryant. And that's even with all of the scrutiny and all of the hate and stuff like that. People would say it. You ask the NBA player, they would be like, "Who's the best player in the NBA right now?" They like Kobe Bryant. They'd be like, "Man, are you serious?" Some people would want to smack the media for even asking a question like that because they already knew. And the media did not like that. They went from absolutely adoring Kobe to, like I said it before, young, dragging this man's name through the ground. So, man, yeah, last points on this, man. What y'all got closing, man? Anything y'all want to say, man? Jacob, go ahead and go first, bro.
way. All I got to say is, Kobe was a phenomenal icon, in my opinion. His will to win, and him being a happy, loving husband, loving his family man. Um, just his impact on basketball, how he impacted all of us to really enjoy the game, man. Just you know, I can't really like I said, Kobe was and dearly, and he will dearly always be missed amongst all of us that truly love the game of basketball. So that's all I really have for that. I want to say salute to you, Polo, S. Young.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt, Jacob, man. No doubt. Go ahead, young. What you got, bro?
I want to say is that gotta keep his legacy forever because some people may never understand how impactful this man was, and some might say you're only a fan because he passed away, but the real ones always know like what he did in that court because he inspired everybody. He inspired everybody. He's like a very special player and also a person. I feel like a fortune to witness his greatness and living in the same era as him in the 2000 eras, and now seeing that, seeing him being elected Hall of Fame is just it was very realistic to me, and it it just he means so much. He meant so much, not to the NBA, not only the NBA, and that definitely for people in the eyes. Like I remember he said this. I remember he said this. I remember he said the most important thing is how your career moves and touches those around you, how it carries forward to the next generation, and that really touched people, that what he did in the court and outside of the court. And to me, I feel like we all in his legacy. We all part of his legacy. His dirt and he love for the game, love for the fans. We are a part of his life, and all of us know. I don't know about y'all, all of us. I'm just grateful that I was able to pick up a basketball because this man and his shared love for the game.
You hit on facts, Sean, and Jacob, man. Listen, man, I'm finna go live for my Sixers in a little bit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. But y'all points are very well taken. This isn't finished because there's some other stuff that I'm gonna bring up, and it's gonna be kind of touchy, but it needs to be talked about. And Young, I think you know what I'm talking about, and Jacob, I think you know what I'm talking about. And it concerns Kobe and about the situation going on behind the scenes that nobody really talking about. But here on this channel, oh, we gonna dig deep into it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be sure to pull up for it. Pull up for the game if you want to. Y'all welcome to come on the channel on the panel and chat too during the game too as well. All right. Until then, man, y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man, and y'all be safe out there.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to you, Polo. Salute to you, SPL.
All right, salute y'all.
All right.